It has come to my attention that a lot of people may not know this about the primaries. Story today that somebody um, somewhere was complaining about how there was certain questions on one ballot but not the other. Like there was some questions on the Democratic ballot that weren't on the Republican ballot. So on each party's ballot, they will have propositions. And the propositions aren't laws, they're basically just survey questions. Questions they would like to ask their party members to see the direction that the party is going or to see what laws they could try to pass, and they would think they'd get the right amount of votes. So I just wanted to take a moment to compare each proposition in Texas for the primary. And note that the Democrats have three more survey questions to ask than the Republicans. But here's a picture of 7 of them off the sample ballot. Number 1, Texas should expand Medicaid and ensure access to affordable health care for all. There's the Republicans. Texas property taxes should be assessed at the purchase price and phased out entirely over the next 6 years through spending reduction. Texans should support humane and dignified immigration policies and pathways to citizenship. Texas should require any local government budget that raises property taxes to be approved by the voters at November general election. Texans should have the right to make their own health care decisions, including reproductive rights. Texas should prohibit denial of health care or any medical service based solely on the patient's vaccination status. Texas should address the state's housing crisis in affordability and access in both urban and rural communities. Texas should require public schools to teach that life begins at fertilization. Texas should fund all public schools at the same per pupil rate as the national average. Texas should ban gender, sexuality, and reproduction clinics and services in K through 12 schools. Secure online voter registration should be accessible to all eligible Texas residents. Texas should enact term limits on all elected officials. Texas should have clean and healthy environment that includes water, air, and biodiversity. Texas must preserve the state's natural, cultural, scenic, and recreational resources. Texas should ban the large-scale export or sale of our groundwater and surface water to any single private or public entity. Texas should legalize cannabis for adults and automatically expunge criminal records for past low-level cannabis offenses. The Texas legislature should reduce the burden of illegal immigration on taxpayers by ending public services for all illegal aliens. Texas should raise salaries to at least the national average and should provide a cost of living increase based on the National Consumer Price Index every 2 years to current, retired, school, and state employees. The Republican controlled Texas legislature should stop awarding leadership positions, including committee and subcommittee chairmanships and vice chairmanships, to Democrats. Texas should ban racially motivated redistricting, ban mid-decade redistricting, and create a nonpartisan redistricting board to redraw lines every 10 years. Texas should prohibit Sharia law. And Democrats' last 3. The working class should be eligible for greater federal income tax relief and have their tax burden fairly shifted onto the wealthiest. 11. 12. Texas should expand accessible public transportation opportunities in rural and urban areas so residents can get to their workplaces, schools, and health care. 13. Texas should prevent individuals with a history of domestic abuse from purchasing firearms by implementing red flag laws. Make your comments.